Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Anita Yuliyanti, and today I would like to present my topic on mercury contamination in artisanal gold mining site and the remediation with case study in Indonesia. So, to make it concise, let's jump to the introduction. Mercury contamination is an interesting topic worldwide, and this matter, which is also known as quicksilver, can be considered as hazardous substance due to its toxicity, mobility, and long residence time in atmosphere. And in mining sector, this substance is used in the amalgamation process to extract gold from ore. Several environmental laws have been released to reduce the use of mercury to minimize the environmental damage from the contamination. However, the gold price make Indonesia among the highest country in the mercury consumption and emission. The use of mercury has indeed been reduced by the regulation, but there has been a maximum effort in dealing with the environmental damage related to mercury contamination. And this problem need further handling, which is one of it, by seeking the most suitable remediation technique to be applied to the socio-economic condition of ASGM operators, which is unique. And this study aimed to investigate mercury contamination that focus on ASEAN mining sites in Indonesia, the tailing waste as the primary mercury source, and the recommendation for remediation. The scope of the study, as I mentioned before, is the mercury in the tailing waste from the amalgamation. And this process has really substantial amount of mercury into the environment. The mineral ore and mercury tremors can result in the formation of tiny mercury droplets that finally disperse in the tailings, and it's difficult to recover from the waste material. So it could release to the environment. Then. This mercury flow is especially problematic because it can be easily washed away with water and transported far from the mining site, and the fate in aquatic environment is critical because it can transform into the methyl mercury form, which is more toxic and can be bioaccumulated in the food chain. The result of our study shows that the practice of ASGM mining in Indonesia produce a tailing with high concentration of mercury, even up to 78,000 milligram per kilogram, such as in Lebak, Banten, and and at most operation, the waste management, there are no management on the waste. Actually, they just discard it directly into the land and the water body without proper treatment. So, what make this high concentration of mercury in the tailing waste? There are several factors, including the excessive use of mercury for amalgamation and the barrels that turn for a longer time that it used to be, and using too many iron belts. And the other is the amalgam separation from tailing by penning, and also the usage of cyanidation to recover gold from amalgamation tailing waste. The other result from our study is regarding to the remediation strategies suggested from previous research, mostly recommend phytoextraction or phytoremediation and stabilization and solidification treatment. But here we would like to propose uh, the new, not really new, but this is the last method that has been introduced by Wang et al. 2020, which is green as sustainable remediation. What we propose is stabilization using local geomaterials such as clay zeolite or diatomite. It is considered low cost, and the activity can be improved by using a thermal and chemical treatment. Why we consider using this geomaterial as the remediation for mercury contamination in ASTM mining site, we consider that one component of GSR is stabilization using green material. And natural materials like clay and zeolite are considerably low cost and benign for the environment in compared to the other green materials. These geomaterials potentially improve the stability of mercury in the waste, and it easily can be found in many locations in Indonesia. The effectiveness and in stabilizing mercury also can be improved using thermal and chemical activation. And we believe that applying this local geomaterial for mercury recommendation is the most suitable GSR strategy for ASEAN mining site. And let me conclude what I present today, that artisanal gold mining practice following gold rush in Indonesia potentially contribute to land and water degradation due to mercury contamination. In addition, also the adverse health effects from mercury intoxication. And this chemical hazard is derived from excessive mercury usage from amalgamation, poor tailing waste management, and the absence of law enforcement in environmental regulation regarding mercury in artisanal gold mining practice. Improper waste management by discharging tailing waste to the river potentially extend the contamination area downstream and treating living organisms from the methyl mercury. And remediation procedure for the of the containment, solidification, stabilization, and phytoremediation are some alternative procedures that are relatively cost and simple and potentially applicable for ASTM mining site. However, considering the socio-economic characteristic of ASTM, there is a potential future research on the application of local geomaterial on mercury remediation in order to provide a remediation technology that's more effective and efficient for ASTM mining site. I think this is the end of my presentation today, and the moderator, and I'll giving back the time to moderator. Thank you.